All right, let's now shift our attention to what is happening in Palestine, where there is a political storm that is brewing that could potentially knock off the Naftali Bennett government off its perch. Now, this happened after the Israelis decided to raid the al-aqsa mosque in the early hours of Friday morning, which has now triggered widespread protests at the flashpoint city of Jerusalem. That is the third holiest site for the Muslims, and the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem is also very sacred for the Jews. The incident has put a lot of public pressure on the United Arab List to in fact quit. Now remember, this Arab coalition is for the first time a part of a ruling coalition that represents 21% of the Arab minority population within the State of Israel. The United Arab List has issued a statement on Sunday saying that if the government continues with its steps against the people of Jerusalem, then they, that is the Arab Union List, will resign en bloc. The small but pivotal Arab party has said that it is suspending its membership in the Bennett administration while raising concerns over the handling of the violence at the al-Aqsa mosque. It has warned that the party will consider officially resigning if things do not change. Now, this latest move has put the already rocky coalition government of Naftali Bennett under renewed pressure. Remember, the government has already lost its sliver-thin majority that it earlier had in the parliament earlier this month when a lawmaker from the Nationalist Party, the Edith Silman, quit. Now, Silman said that she took the steps on ideological grounds after she had had a clash with the health minister over whether Israeli hospitals should enforce strict kosher regulations during the upcoming Passover holiday. Her exit has left Naftali Bennett in control of just about 60 seats of the 120 seats in the Israeli Assembly, or as it is more commonly known, the Knesset. Naftali Bennett has been spared the possibility of an imminent no-confidence vote as the Assembly is in spring season, but the latest spat has left the government on some very shaky grounds. The Arab Party statement came after the Israeli forces decided to carry out a raid in the early hours of the morning on Friday at a time when worshippers were inside of the al-Aqsa mosque. And a similar incident took place on Sunday as well, in which over 170 people are said to have been injured, which has further stoked tensions during the festive time when the Jewish Passover festival coincides with the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. On Sunday, heavily armed police, the Israeli police, suddenly broke into the mosque, the al-Aqsa mosque, which is the third holiest site in Islam, and started to clear people out at a time when they were offering their prayers. The Israelis claimed that some Palestinian youth had thrown rocks at certain passing buses in the city, which resulted in injuries to about 5 Israelis. The Israeli police forced themselves inside of the barricades that had been set up by the protesters. At least 8 Palestinians have been arrested and 18 others have been injured. This after over 152 Palestinians had been wounded in clashes with the Israeli riot police inside the al-Aqsa mosque's compound, taking the total of those who have been wounded because of this Israeli action inside the al-Aqsa mosque to over 150. Meanwhile, the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has spoken to his Palestinian counterpart Mahmoud Abbas, and he's condemned the attack. He's tweeted after the call saying that during our call, I told Mr. Abbas that I strongly condemned Israel's intervention on worshippers at al-Aqsa mosque and that we will stand against any provocation and threats to its status or spirit, adding that Turkey will always stand with the people of Palestine. The comments, of course, have come at a time when Turkey has made efforts with the State of Israel to try and normalize its long-strained ties as part of a regional charm offensive that was launched by Ankara back in 2020. Now, Erdogan has also spoken to the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres and has discussed possible joint steps for regional peace. Remember, Ankara has so far maintained that a two-state solution is the only resolution for the conflict, and has also said that a rapprochement with Israel will help find a solution to this issue. But what is interesting is, at this point of time, the State of Israel has not defined its borders so far. And also, our correspondent Jody Cohen has been tracking this story very closely for us and has sent us this report from Jerusalem.
2-week suspension of Ram from the coalition is reportedly an arrangement between Prime Minister Bennett and Mansour Abbas of Ram. It's taking place during recess, so shouldn't have practical implications for the government. Ram gets to save face with the hardline elements in his party, but not leave the coalition, which Abbas is saying he doesn't want to do. And Bennett can continue with the security operations to arrest anyone preventing peaceful prayer at al-aqsa or throwing rocks at people on buses in Jerusalem. The real question will be, will the coalition continue after the suspension ends in 2 weeks' time? This is Jodie Cohen for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.